Welcome to ClickAI Radio, where you'll learn the secrets to transforming your small to medium business. Grant has been helping businesses transform using technology for over 30 years. Advanced technologies like artificial intelligence have been available only to large companies and advanced technical teams. Grant will discuss how you can use to leverage AI and other technologies to grow your small to medium business. As a gift, Grant is offering his ebook, AI for Sales Growth, at clickairadio.com. Now, here's your host and biz tech geek, Grant Larsen.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of ClickAI Radio. This is Grant Larsen. All right, so today we're talking about blasting by your competition without becoming a marketing genius. I remember when I was in college and I was taking my classes in computer science and business, all those kinds of things, economics, etc. And then I had a marketing class and I was like, marketing? Holy smokes, why do I need marketing? And it turns out I never did become that marketing genius, I was like, oh, marketing, wow, okay. So the question is, are you a marketing genius? So, I've had the opportunity to help build and run multiple startup companies, and marketing is such a critical role. When you're in college, you're like, gee, do I really need this in my life? But the question is if you're a small to medium business owner, are you a marketing genius? And if not, why not, right? It actually, as you know, takes a lot of time as a small to medium business owner to of course run the business, but also to do marketing itself. And when you wear so many hats, it's actually really difficult to pivot constantly back into that role, or to never leave the role and yet still take care of other things. I was looking up recently some material on how to become a marketer. I thought, oh, this will be interesting, because you hear, people like Russell Brunson or Steve Larsen or others, right, talking about what it means to be a marketer. And I ran into this particular book. I think it's like 30 years old. It says, here, learn how to be a marketer in 5 steps. You ready? These were the 5 steps. Number 1, complete high school. Number 2, obtain a bachelor's degree. Number 3, complete a marketing internship. Number 4, gain work experience. And number 5, obtain a graduate degree if needed. I thought it was joking, but they were actually serious. I thought, nah, I don't think that's what we're after. Really, what I'm really thinking about is most of us aren't marketing experts coming from business, right? We're not graduating from college with a marketing degree. But what we're really interested in, what I'm interested in, is how do I apply marketing to my business, right? Even though I'm focused in other areas, how can I really be effective at marketing with my business? So I was looking at this other list, and they had 8 steps, and I thought was kind of interesting. So I'm gonna use these 8 steps, and then I'm gonna show some techniques for applying these. So here are the 8 steps. 1, conduct marketing research. Again, don't forget, this is about applying marketing to your business, all right? So number 1, conduct marketing research, all right? 2, profile your target market. 3, identify your unique selling proposition. 4, develop your business brand. 5, choose your marketing avenues. 6, set your goals and budget. Stay with me. 7, nurture your loyal customers. And 8, monitor and review. I was like, all right, that's a little closer. Again, that's nothing you perhaps would really hear from someone like Russell Brunson, right? Here's what I did with the list, though. I looked at those 8 steps that they just articulated, and I said, I can identify 4 where I would apply artificial intelligence. In other words, here's really the point. When I'm running my small to medium business and am super busy, it is a benefit and it's gold to the business if I can get insights from AI at certain places where I'm making marketing decisions. So I'm going to show how those apply on 4 of these. The 4 that I chose is step 2, profile your target market. Step 3, identify your unique selling proposition. And then step 7, nurture your loyal customers. And then 8, monitor and review. So I'm going to break those down. I'm going to start here with step 2, profiling your target markets. All right. So as you know, when you apply, at least when we've been applying AI to a company, we look at the business information and we identify key subgroups for those customers. So let's say you're looking at your customer set. What you're really interested in knowing is, of that customer set, which ones actually break down into markets or submarkets, and what are the most profitable ones there. This is a critical activity because you want to be able to understand best how to reach those customers in each of those submarkets. The AI examines the good and the not good behaviors within each target market. So when we apply it, we're going after a breakdown of submarkets across that customer set. Our experience has been this is gold to your business, right? So for example, one company that we were applying this to, are you ready for this? This is kind of a unique one, but this example, but their market segmentation was based on customer behavior before, during, and after a U.S. holiday. And their business was directly affected by this segmentation. And it turns out that it was actually a different group and segment of customers that would get involved before, during, and after. Their marketing was best served, we discovered through the AI, by promoting 7 days or more before the upcoming U.S. holiday. And this permitted them, to reduce their post-holiday spend and then redirect them to pre-holiday spend. Now, there are certainly other target market segmentations, right, other than holidays. But for this particular example, when you're profiling your target market, AI does a great job at helping you to understand the nuances between those different profiles of the market and then help you to redirect your spend. Now, here's the key point. You don't have to be a marketing expert to leverage the benefits from this. So this particular group we were working with, it's not like, they were massive marketing people. In fact, they looked at that and said, oh, wow, we never would have seen this, right? So AI really shines in this area. All right, let me go to the next one. So this was in that list. This was step 3. It was called Identify Your Unique Selling Proposition. Here's one of the key ways that we've seen to apply AI. It's actually a very timing-based approach. And by that I mean, I've seen this work best if a company is willing to pivot. One of the most expensive things you and I know that a company can do is to continue down the wrong path too long, right? And so if you can reduce the amount of time that it takes to discover, hey, I'm on the wrong path, obviously that's beneficial to the business. So identifying your unique selling proposition often comes with some intentional planning and some trial and error. So the cycle, from what I've experienced, goes like this. Number 1, connect your business activities to AI. Number 2, apply your unique selling proposition. Number 3, the AI monitors this and then gives you early feedback, much earlier than most of our brains can do it, right? And then number 4, this of course saves you time and money as you pivot away from the pain and then into the money or into things that are more profitable. And so finding the unique selling proposition requires trial and error sometimes, right? And so AI being connected to this allows us to do that trial, discover those things very quickly with AI. Is this going to continue to be a positive thing or not? Now, the good news is you don't have to be a marketing expert to leverage the benefits from this. AI really shines in this area. All right, let me go to the next one in the list. This one was number 7 in their list. It's called Nurture Your Loyal Customers. What I've found is one of the most insightful features, let me say that again, one of the most insightful features of applying AI in this area is the ability to analyze scenarios. Now here's how it works. The AI gives us insight to the customers and the markets, right, that you're working on. And specifically those that are performing well. Typically what you want to do is when you find those golden veins of customers that are performing well, you really actually want to drill more into that and discover nuances where you can really exploit and build out, because you really want to get your services and your products into that customer set. So with this, what happens is you execute a series of AI scenarios, and it does some analysis that looks at and provides predictions. So building on the previous example, right, of the company I'd mentioned a moment ago, where they were segmenting based on US holidays, it turns out in that situation, all right, again, this is just the example unique to them, I'm not saying it's for you. It turns out that the better customers that ultimately did not refund and got more value were the ones who purchased before the US holiday. And you ready? Now here's a deeper scenario, right, where the AI identifies this. And what it did is it said, look, it goes deeper into that and says, hey, they're served better by those that you talked to that were later in the day. Can you believe that? In the time of day. And when they were using a specific salesperson with a specific product. So now the AI got very specific and says, very high probabilities that in the situations before 7 days before this US holiday, with this particular salesperson and this product, have a very high probability of producing X amount percentage increase in sales, not only, but also to get customers that are truly loyal, that don't refund, and that actually get value from it. That combination performed higher loyalty and greater value. Now, that's obviously a very unique situation, and there are many other scenarios as well. The key point is, typically it's hard for our brains to see all of those connection points, but the AI picks that up. Now, this enables us to raise the level of service to our loyal customers, and also to, of course, grow the loyal customer base. Because when you think about it, if there's any base that I really want to grow, it's not just that I want to bring in more revenue to my business, it's I want to bring in more loyal revenue. I want to bring in customers that understand and appreciate the value of what it is that the business is providing. Here's the key point. You don't have to be a marketing expert to leverage the benefits from this. So AI really shines in this area. All right, so let's take a look at one other here. So this was step, this was step 8 in their list. And so what I found here, this one was called monitor and review. And it's easy when you read a list like that and you go, okay, sure, monitor and review. That's on almost every list, right? Here's the critical aspect, though, of applying AI. The basic premise is this. What we've seen is over time, your business context changes, right? All I have to do is say COVID and we all nod our head. Yeah, business context has changed. But it's always certainly not, anything as large as a pandemic. Could be new competitor, could be new products, new technology, change in your customer base, new laws or regulations, all sorts of things occur, right? Which changes the business context. And what this means is that your assumptions and the patterns around those change, which means having AI continually monitoring for these adjustments and making you aware that it's time to make your own adjustment. That's actually worth gold, right? Not waiting too long to continue down the wrong path. The AI, in fact, starts to pick it up before our brains do and says, hey, this is going outside of the patterns here. Need to make you aware of it. Now, the key point is, and you probably know what I'm going to say now, you don't have to be a marketing expert to leverage the benefits from this. AI really shines in this area. So I know in my years of running different small startup businesses, doing marketing, is always a challenge on top of everything else you're doing. Heck, I'm taking out the garbage, right? I'm helping to deliver the services and products. I'm trying to find the next customer to sell, looking to hire, and so forth. You know what that means. But having AI to help fill in and fine-tune the scarce resources that we have in our small to medium businesses, in the ways that I just articulated in those 4 steps right there, is huge benefit to businesses. So we've looked at these 4 areas, and what it does is it reduces the need for you to be a marketing expert. I'm not saying it doesn't reduce the need for marketing at all. What it does do, though, is it reduces the amount of expertise that I need to have to help pick the right places to go focus or to move away from. The AI applied in these areas really helps a lot. All right. Hey, stay tuned for some upcoming webinars we're going to host, right, to bring more information to you on how to apply AI to your business. Hey, thanks again for joining. And until next time, use AI to help your marketing.
Thank you for joining Grant on ClickAI Radio. Don't forget to subscribe and leave feedback. And remember to download your free ebook. Visit clickairadio.com now.